Hey y'all, welcome to our video segment on 1.4 rounding. Rounding is lesson 1.4 in your Go Math book, so let's get started on the review. This is a number line you should all have in your folder. This is a really important number line because it tells us and helps us figure out if we change our place value or if it stays the same. If you remember, we always circle our place value, but directly behind it we underline it. And if our underlined number is going to fall into two different categories. The first one is going to be between 0 and 4 in the 4 and below let it go category. If we have a number in the 4 and below let it go category, it's going to tell that circled place value, you're good, stay the same. If our underlying number falls between the 5 and the 10 and the 5 and above give it a shove category, it's going to tell that circled number, hey, you have to get bigger. You have to grow. So let's go ahead and give it some examples. Okay? Our first example is we're going to round 567,932 to the nearest hundreds place. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is find the hundreds place. Ones, tens, hundreds. I'm going to circle my place value, and I'm going to underline the number directly behind it. My 9 is going to look back at my 3, and it's going to say, hey, 3, should I change or stay the same? Let's go check. Our 3, we have to figure out what category our 3 is. So let's find our 3. It's right here. And our 3 is in the 4 and below let it go category. So that means our 3 is going to tell the 9, hey 9, you're good, stay the same. So our 9 looks back at our 3. Our 3 is in the 4 and below let it go category. So it's telling our 9, let it go, you're good, stay the same. So we're going to drop our 9. Everything in front of our circled number is going to stay the same. It's not going to change at all. So our 7 is going to drop, our 6 is going to drop, and our 5 is going to drop. Everything behind my circled number is going to turn to a 0. So I have 2 numbers behind my circled number, so I need 2 zeros. And here is my final answer to our question of what 567,932 is rounded to the nearest hundred. Let's try one more example. In this example, we're going to round 758,196 to the nearest 10,000. So once again, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the 10,000s place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So I'm going to circle my place value, and I'm going to underline the number directly behind it. My 5 is going to look back at the number behind it, which is an 8, and it's going to ask the 8, should I get bigger or stay the same? So we need to figure out what category our 8 is in, our underlined number. Is it in the 4 and below let it go category or 5 and above to give it a shove? So let's go back to our number line, and let's find 8. Here it is. So we pick our 8, and our 8 is in the 5 and above, give it a shove category. So that means that our 8 is going to tell our 5 to move up and get bigger, to grow. So let's go back. Our 5 is looking back at our 8. Our 8 that we decided is in the 5 and above, give it a shove category. So it's telling the 5 that it needs to get bigger. So my 5 is going to grow by 1 and become a 6. Once again, everything in front of my circled number is going to stay the same. There's only one number in front of it, and that's the 7, so that will not change. Everything behind my circled number will become a 0. There are currently 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers behind my circled number, so I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So our answer to 758,196 rounded to the nearest 10,000 is our answer that we have found. I hope that helps you understand rounding, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.